Collective. I am Magical Jones, and this is Wisdom and Guidance. I'm here to give you guys a general collective read for the holiday season, okay? Because I'm not sure whether I'm gonna be available to upload readings around Christmas and the New Year because hopefully I'm going to be enjoying myself. So all right. Hopefully you guys are in high spirits and good spirits, okay? Hopefully you guys are being optimistic about life and not allowing other people's projections to affect the way that you experience life. Okay? All right. This reading is not going to be long at all. I just want to come on and tap into the energy of the collective. So when I do collective readings, it's not for any particular zodiac sign, okay? It's just the collective energies of those that are more associated with this timeline. All right. As I was saying, I am Magical Jones. This is Wisdom and Guidance Oracle, okay? And I try to keep my messages as high vibrational as possible. Sometimes, like I always say, the tea getting a little hot, okay? I think we're all here for it. A little bit of drama. What's life without drama? I feel like drama kind of fuels um, motion. All right. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Two of Swords. This is Libra energy, okay? But it's also just the energy of not seeing what is before you, okay? Whether this is voluntary or this is because others are involved and they're keeping the truth from you. All right. So show me the energies for the collective around the holiday season. Okay. Mm, the Queen of Wands collectively is known as the other woman. I'm not necessarily going to pick that energy up, but I would say with those Two of Swords that have came out and the Queen of Wands energy, it's very possible that someone could be dealing with someone, you know, and it's like a secret. No one knows, or at least you don't know what's going on, okay? Or your person doesn't know what's going on. You could be dealing with a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, or you could also be dealing with a Libra in particular, Gemini, and also in Aquarius. Okay. Show me more of the energies. Okay. These over here, I'm not going to take. Those came out in bulk. Okay. All right. So, for very few of you, okay, with the Queen of Wands, the Eight of Wands, and the Page of Pentacles. All right. I'm kind of getting that for some of you guys, there was a situation involving someone who wasn't quite official, okay? And around this time, okay, around the holiday season, between Thanksgiving and the New Year, okay, something is becoming more official, okay? There is news of someone making up their mind, okay, of things being a little bit more stable than they had been before, okay? That's for very few of you, okay? For others of you, this is someone who is very confident around this time of the year. Okay. A lot of times during the holiday season, we can find ourselves kind of under pressure and a little anxious because who can afford, in the economy that we're living in, that we're a part of, who can afford, certain gifts and, the things that we used to be able to afford a couple of years ago. Okay. This is someone who is very confident in where they stand. Okay. This is someone who knows how to shake things up and make things happen. This is fire energy. Okay. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. All right. Um, there could be an offer. I'm seeing some type of a small loan. Okay. When I pick up an offer. Okay. This is also communication. Okay. Someone could be awaiting communication from someone that they're quite fond of. All right. Normally with the Queen of Wands or the, King of Wands, it's the Queen of Wands energy, regardless of whether you're feminine or masculine. Okay. This is someone who's very confident, someone who's very assured within themselves. Okay. With the Eight of Wands, this is things moving, along quite. I'm sorry if you guys hear that. That's Power, my cat, outside the window, because he likes whenever he hears my voice, he's a black cat too. He likes to jump up and be a little nosy. Okay. So for some of you guys, this could be information concerning something that you have going on. Okay. This could be news spreading. Okay. Good news. Okay. I'm not seeing anything negative going on here. Now, the thing about it is, if this is a potential offer, it has the potential to be the potential. Okay. So there is likely a means that, things don't play out the way that the person is projecting them to be, because it is potential. Okay. Whenever we see the potential of a person, collective, that person hasn't quite lived up to that standard. Okay. So this could be you seeing what is that word that I just said, y'all? The potential of someone in your energy. Okay. Could be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. You could be a earth sign, or the roles could be reversed. Okay. You could be an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, and this person could be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Okay. I'm seeing stability here with the Four of Wands. Okay. This is security, but this is more stability. Okay. Probably where things were more, out on a limb in the past, things are becoming more structured. Okay. Whoever this is that you're dealing with, or whatever situation this is. All right. And we have more fire energy here with the 10 of Wands. Okay. So we have the 8 of Wands, and then we have the 4 of Wands. 4 from 8 is 4. That's still that same security. Okay. So then we have the 10 of Wands, and then we have the 4 of Wands. And 4 from 10 is 6. Okay. So that's that recognition, okay? Someone seeing someone's worth, all right? That support, all right? That, teamwork as well. So, I don't know, collective, around this time of the year, this holiday season, make sure that you're not seeing just the potential of the situation. Make sure the work is being put in, okay? We have a lot of wand energy here. Wand energy is about action, okay? So there is a lot of action going on, okay? So when you were seeing just the potential of a situation in the past, now around this time, you're going to start seeing things play out. Okay. Someone is going to put action behind their words. All right. And I'm trying to be more intentional about the way that I speak because you guys know me to say, you know what I'm saying, and okay. Okay. I'm trying to be a little bit more intentional and slow down my words. So I see a lot of fire energy. Okay, we are currently in Sagittarius season. Okay, so this all could be stemming around this time. Okay, and then around the new year, the beginning of the year, you could start seeing things blossom. Okay, even though the new year is about, you know, things ending because it's the winter solstice. Okay, it's the new year for the calendar, but that's nothing to do with the actual new year. Okay, the new year is spring energy. All right, I'm seeing a lot of wand energy here. Okay, a lot of drive and determination in this message. Okay, all stemming from this message, or all being directed towards this page of pentacle energy here. Okay, towards Virgo Capricorn. Not necessarily does it have to be that particular sign. It could just have something to do with finances, material, work, even though I feel like work is more associated with the wands, and we see plenty of wand energy here. Okay, so I'm just picking up the energies of the potential that one saw in someone in the past. Things weren't moving as fluently as they wanted it to move. And then things started taking structure. Okay. And the card that came out while I was shuffling was, or is, the Emperor. Okay. This is someone who takes control of a situation. This is a father figure, but this is also like a masculine type of energy. Okay. This is a boss. This is someone, like I said before, that takes control of a situation. Okay. So maybe collective, where you guys were seeing the potential in a situation, and the only thing that, okay, it's like you wanted something to move. Okay. You wanted something to blossom. But the thing about it is, it's like, okay, I see the ideal of this. I see, like, I see it. It's a vision, okay? But without action, faith without works is dead. So that's basically what I'm picking up here. All right. So for a lot of you guys around this holiday season, I'm seeing that someone is like correcting something that has not been working out for them in the past. and they're figuring out that, you know, okay, you can be in teamwork with someone, you can be in collaboration with someone, and you guys are supposed to be figuring out everything together. But when you see, or when you have a vision of your own, you know what I'm saying? You have to take initiative, okay? You have to take initiative, collective, of what it is that you want to pursue. All right. Hopefully, you guys are getting what it is that Spirit is saying. Okay. Because to me, it's clear, but it's only clear to me because I'm trying to communicate it to you the best way that I know how. What is this? Yeah. Some of you guys are coming out of an energy of lack, okay, or the mentality of lack. All right. And this could be what this communication is, okay, with that Page of Wands, okay. This could have something to do with whatever had happened or whatever went on, or the way that you were raised in the past, in your childhood, okay. So some of you guys could have grew up, and you know, your parents or your guardians or whoever it was that, you know, looked over you, your father or your mother, they didn't quite have, you know, everything that you know, you would want to be happy in life. But the thing about it is, you were provided for, okay. And for some of you guys, you kind of grew up in that mentality as, you know, well, my parent, my grandparent, whoever my guardian was at the time, they provided for me the best that they could. But now I'm seeing things in a different perspective, okay? And I'm seeing that, you know, it doesn't really matter how I grew up, okay? Just because I grew up a certain way, just because I grew up, you know, in a limited mindset, doesn't mean that the rest of my life has to be lived in a limited way, okay? So with that Five Pentacles and that Page of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles is about communication. It's about messages, okay? And we have a 4 here. This is the first cup energy that we have, okay? This is you, collective, not indulging in, you know, just the ways of the past, okay? Some of you guys, what is it called when, and who's the guy? The guy, his name is Bob Proctor. He talks about paradigm, okay? And also in the Bible, it talks about renewing your mind, okay? So that, you know, things would be new, okay? Because you can't live a new life with the same mindset that you had when you were a child, especially if you lived in the mentality of lack, okay? And the universe has so much more for you. So with this 4 of Cups, I'm seeing you rejecting the things that kind of trigger your emotions, okay? I'm seeing you releasing connections, collective. I'm seeing you releasing connections with people that keep you tied to this type of energy, okay? And the thing about it is, we have strong connections with people, especially when they're karmic, okay? And a lot of times we'll be like, oh, this person is, you know, my person because I feel it so deeply. You know what I'm saying? Not knowing that the reason that we feel things so deeply is because it's karmic and we have a lesson to learn about it, okay? But I'm seeing you guys awakening, okay? I don't see the Tower. I don't see the Judgment card, okay? I don't see the Hermit card here either. But I'm just picking up the energies of you bossing up, okay? I'm kind of picking up that you guys have already went through a certain type of awakening, all right? And it's just the patience. It's just, okay, am I ready? Am I ready to go on this new path? Am I ready to walk this new path and go on this new journey? All right. Because on this new journey, I see, new stability. I'm seeing new connections as well. I'm seeing potential love, but not necessarily twin flame type love. Okay. But the Four of Wands is here. So it's possible. All right. We have the Queen of Wands and the Emperor. Okay. Both of these are fire energy. We have a lot of fire energy here. This is passion. Okay. Okay. So we have the Chariot. This is Cancer energy. This is that willpower to move forward despite of. Okay. This is taking advantage of those that are going in the direction that we're going in. Okay. And learning to work with others. Okay. Ooh. And then you have two knights. You have the Knight of Wands and you have the Knight of Cups. Okay. You have a lot of wand energy here. Okay. Not a lot of cups. I see 1, 2, 3. I see 3 cup cards here. Okay. Which kind of indicates to me that this is not necessarily a love read. Okay. This is something that you have been kind of resisting to put your emotions in, and you're opening up to the possibilities. All right. But I'm seeing things moving forward for you. Okay. I'm seeing opportunities as well for you, collective. Anything else before I end this? Because I am not going to be on here all night. I'm seeing 4-4. So some of you guys could be seeing the number 4, the angel number 444 or 44. Some of you guys could be 44 years old, and Spirit says that's the truth. Okay. All right. But there's some clarity that is coming forth. All right. And it's concerning the way that you see things. Okay. Your perception in life. Okay. So some of you guys could be Pisces or have strong Pisces energy. And when I said that, the Lover's card, okay, fell. You have a choice. Okay. You do have a choice. The answer is there. The answer is clear to you. All right. But you have a choice. And we always have a choice. All right. We can either go with this new perception of life, or we can stick to what we know. Okay. And when we find ourselves sticking to the things that we know, we also find that things don't change much in life. Okay. But when we take on a new path in life, collective, we find that things can be a little bit challenging and maybe a little scary. Oh my God, why did I make that choice? What am I doing? I never did this before. Oh my God, let me buckle back down and connect back to what I know, or revert back to what I know. But what I'm hearing for you is, if you continue on the path of the unknown, okay, the path is going to be broadened. Okay, Your life is going to be broadened. All right. We have the Nine of Wands, more wand energy here. Okay. Some of you guys are tired. Okay. Some of you guys are looking for, you know, the road of least resistance because you're so tired of fighting against what it seems like life. And you're like, why is life not on my side? You know what I'm saying? Why is it that it seems like everything that I desire to do or that I need to do in life, why does it seem like it's such a struggle? Okay. Spirit is saying that if you continue on this new path, after a while, faith, that's faith, okay? The answer is going to be clear. Clarity is going to come in. And then we have the Page of Swords, okay? For some of you guys, you have someone that is in your energy, okay? Whether you know this person or not, okay? This person wants to work with you, and I'm picking this up intuitively, okay? This person wants to work with you, okay? This person sees your strength, all right? They see your determination, all right? Some of you guys are a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, or you just have that drive and that determination. It's just something about you that is like, I can't give up, okay? I can't give up, okay? A lot of you guys, it's like you're always faced with that energy of, I have a choice to make. I'm at a crossroad, okay? What choice am I going to make? What am I going to do, okay? Who am I going to choose? Some of you guys have a choice between a fire sign and a water sign. The water sign is less involved, okay? And that could be due to some emotional healing that this person has to do, okay? Or this could just be that temperance energy, the energy of the fire or the wands and the cups, or the fire and the wands and the cup, the fire and the water energy, okay? That's that temperance energy. But this is also the lover's energy as well, okay? Some of you guys are going to be faced with a decision, all right? You're going to be offered, yeah. I knew it was going to come out, but I didn't see it. But the Emperor came out, but the Queen of Wands was always here. The confidence that you have within yourself, whether you're male or female, okay? The confidence that you have within yourself to create a way out. You know what I'm saying? Or just to see a way out. The thing about it is, you were never like confused about whether you could do it. The thing about it is, you were just tired, okay, of always having to do it on your own, okay? So now we have the Emperor and the Empress, all right? I have the Queen of Wands here. I don't have a king out here as of yet, but I do have two knights, okay? These are offers. These are potentials. And this is what we were speaking upon when the message first began, is this is the potential. So I see Cancer with the Chariot card here. All right. I see Gemini with the Lovers card here. The Empress card that just recently came out. This is Taurus in Libra energy. All right. I see Aries with the Emperor. All right. And we have plenty of wand energy. Okay. The last card that I'm going to read. All right. a lot of you guys, you're going to find that once you find your soul tribe, once you start trusting your intuition, okay, once you start, opening up to the possibilities, okay, and not being naive or vulnerable or just too vulnerable to like things of your past, okay. This is just opening up to new beginnings. You're going to find that once you start doing this, that you're going to see new doors opening, okay. Once you start doing things a little bit different, okay, taking a different path in life. Once you start taking a different path, okay, instead of, being so fixed or fixated on what has worked in the past, okay, but we see that what has worked in the past may have kept you stable to a certain degree, but at the same time, it also has kept you stagnant and stuck. Okay. And that's not the goal. The goal is to be stable, but to also grow and flourish. Okay. So, what do you have to implement within your life? Okay. Within your regiment. Okay. I'm hearing regiment. Some of you guys need to, you know, create a new regiment, a new routine, you know, that's going to allow for you to be open to the possibilities, if you get what I'm saying. All right. All right. With that being said, I am Magical Jones. This is Wisdom and Guidance Oracle. This was the collective read for the holiday. I don't know what I'm going to name this, if I'm going to name it at all, but I know that when I don't name my readings, people just kind of look past them, but it is what it is, you know. All right, I love you guys. Like the video, subscribe to my channel, comment, let me know if this resonated with you. And I love you guys, and I will be back soon. Okay, thank you.